Hello everyone and welcome to the round 17 trades vice captain video. The buy rounds are over, so we're back to best 22. Alright, but we have all our players available. Well, all of our players except Lockie Whitfield, who's out with concussion this week. And of course they're playing on Friday night. So it's tough to even loop him with any players that I have. Well, I can't. Anyway, I'd like to loop a Bo Allen with him, but they're playing against each other, so that doesn't work. All right, so we've got 3 trades left. We've got 21k in the bank, and who can we trade out? Well, firstly, who are my trade targets? Well, there's one rookie or a couple of rookies that come to mind. One is Archer May from Essendon, which is a 99k rookie, which, hey, I could trade out for Aiden Johnson and make, 53k. But I'm not going to do that because if you look at my side, I've got 8, primos on the midfield, and I've got Jack Macrae stuck here on the bench. And he's a forward, and I've got Sam Butler at F6, but I have no way of getting him to F6, Macrae that is, unless I do a trade of. So who am I going to trade out? Well, let's first go up to Campbell Gray. He's got forward status as well, so that's pretty handy. But he should be back, I think it's around 18 to 19. Why is that not working? Okay, I don't know why that's not working, but expect to be back around 18, 19. And with Noah Bolter, I'm pretty sure they've got at least one night game coming up soon where Noah Bolter can't play. And with the suspension of Tom Lynch, he could find himself back in the side, hopefully for some cover. I'm not going to field him, but, just reasons why I'm going to keep him. And, with Tom Lynch being suspended for 5 weeks, and, with the coach saying, before he got injured, he could play forward, he could play back, I'm liking his chances of getting back in the side. Well, fingers crossed anyway. Bo Allen, I'm not going to trade right now. I'm hoping that he'll be named. Zach Johnson, hopefully he can get a game still. Hugh Boxall, well, roster toss just ain't going to play him. Cooper Simpson, expect to be back round 2021. Does he come back straight back into the side? Not sure. But, that's only, if you say he does come back round 20, that's only 3 weeks away. So, if we might hold him, maybe he can be some late season cover. Aiden Johnson. Well, first off, he got suspended. Well, he's been suspended twice this year already. And then he picked up an ankle injury, expected round 2022. But even when he's playing, he's scoring us like 30s and 40s. So, I've had him since the start. He was a bad starting pick. So I'm finally going to get rid of him. Now, what I can do here. So another rookie I was thinking, well, what's going on here? Was trade. I could just do straight swap of Johnson. So I've got 173k. The rookie that I'm looking to bring in is from St Kilda, Alexander Taru, who had like 14 spoils on the weekend, which is a club record in his second game. All right, so surely Ross keeps him in the side. Well, it is Ross, so might be a bit risky here, but Alexander Taru, and he has that defender forward swing, which I can do with Gray. But there's a problem. That still means that Jack Macrae is stuck in my midfield. And I could just do Jack Macrae into the flex position, but then, Tom McCarthy, I want him on field. Okay, so what I might have to do is I can sub Macrae into the forward line, and then Bo Allen into the midfield, and then pick up Taru here, which is, why I like the Bo Allen pick, because he's got that. That's why I like having, flexibility DPP players in general. All right, so we'll complete that trade. So confirm, and we're down to 2 trades. Now, I'm contemplating using a second trade. And yeah, Tom McCarthy stays there. Jack McRae, you can go on the field for Butler. All right, so got a problem. Lockie Whitfield's out. So, might have to take the Taru score, or do we have a way of doing this? Tom McCarthy. Nope, then I just got to put Beau Allen on the ground. Okay, that doesn't work. So I might just leave it like that. Now, I was contemplating trading Matt Roberts to like a Jeremy Cameron, who has a great run coming up. So playing Richmond this week, but yeah, I don't think I have a way of getting, unless I trade Roberts, bring Sinclair back, bring one of these mids to the forwards to the midfield, and do it that way. Actually, I could do that, but I think I might just leave it for now. Yeah, I could still do that trade, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see till teams are named. All right, you'll find out in the review if I did that or not. But thing is, yeah, I've only got one trade. They'll leave me with one trade. All right, so vice captain. Now in the first game, got a few options here. We've got Cherry. We've got Bont. North Melbourne don't tag, but then again, I don't think Bont was tagged against Sydney, and he only scored a 63. But North Melbourne should be pretty, much easier than Sydney. Or as a pod, maybe even put the vice captain on Sam Darcy, who could go nuts. He has that high ceiling as well, and I'm not talking about his height. But yeah, I think I'm going to put the CV on Sherry. Just while we saw Tim English just give up a 160 plus score to Brodie Grundy. So yeah, we're going to go with Cherry. All right, and then I don't have any GWS players apart from Whitfield. He would have had a field day. If you got Lockie Ash, Lockie Ash is going to go nuts. All right, so we're going to stick to my original plan. And again, it was a toss-up between Bailey Smith and Max Holmes against Richmond. And I think I'm going to put the seat on Max Holmes. And yeah, use Lockie Whitfield as a captain. Might have to take Taru's score. Harry Boyd plays Saturday night, so we'll know the teams. All right, so might just put on Lockie Whitfield because I guarantee he's not playing. All right, well, that's it for the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, bye.